Yes, I was talking with my mic muted. That's correct. That's correct. I was talking with my mic muted, and that's just a thing that just happened. It happens over here, and it happens, and we're okay with it. How's everybody doing? How was your day? What's up? How How are y'all doing? I just want to share the stream on Twitter, and then I will be right with you. Hey, everybody. How are y'all doing today? It is I, Mimo, coming to you super, super low quality right here with this low quality camera. Just streaming straight from the laptop today because I'm not doing well. But I did want to show y'all my cute hair. And maybe I should give myself a little more light. And just let y'all know, I'm alive. I'm a real person. This is my face. Here we go. This is my face. And how y'all doing? Okay. What's this 4 MRIs thing? 4? 4? You know what? We'll talk about that later. Y'all, everybody, Sharon is in the house. Sharon is my producer extraordinaire, mod extraordinaire, etc. I have music playing in the background, trying out this new feature. Let me know if it sounds okay. Let me know. Wait, crutches? Did you get injured, Lori? Are you okay? Let me know also the level of my sound, because I normally use the phone because the sound is usually better, but I'm using the laptop, Chromebook, my technology struggles, and also my throat has been acting up today. I almost didn't do this live today. But no, okay. I almost didn't do this live today because I'm not feeling the greatest. My asthma is doing a weird thing. I felt tired and dizzy all morning. But if I didn't do the live today, when will I do it? And I have stuff to do. Like I'm supposed to go film for the series that I've been working on. That my members and my patrons are aware what the series is about, because behind the scenes, blah blah blah. So I'm supposed to go on location to film for that tomorrow. And then so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna come on. Maybe I'll do a no camera stream, and we'll see what we see. We'll do what we do. Sorry y'all, if you're new here, Whew, I burp. I have digestive problems. It happens. This is the price you pay for seeing my face and me sitting up. There's a word I want to use. My brain is really slow today, y'all. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to jump right in. Okay. We're just going to jump right in and just get on with it, because like Sharon said, what an episode. I know, right? What an episode. So let's go. Let's just get to it. Yeah. So what an episode, Sharon. You didn't see the end. So boy, we have some spoilers. Let me tell y'all. Okay. Thanks, Sharon. Everything looks okay. Thanks. Okay, good. All right. Is Rev really dead? Questions, right? We have questions, don't we? We have questions. Okay. So let's just go. Okay, y'all. So this is 4400. 4400 is a show. It's in its first season. There's only one more episode left after this week. Speaking of, y'all, so next week for the series finale, I thought maybe we would do a primetime live. So I'm thinking like 8 p.m. my time, 7 Eastern. What y'all think? Do you have record club then, Sharon? Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And it'll be 8 p.m. my time, and so we could do like a little later. I don't want to risk going even later, because y'all know my internet. But I thought we could do like a little primetime stream for the finale next week. That would be good. Okay, thank you so much, Sharon. You're the best. Okay, so 4400 is a show. It's was original. It's the reboot of another show that was on USA, and this new show is on CW. The original was called The 4400. This one is called 4400. It's more soapy, more angsty, and more black. The premise of the show is that for the last 100 years, people have been going back missing. There's 4,400 of them, and they all show up one night in the middle of the night. They haven't aged a bit. So that's the premise of the show. In the beginning, we were trying to match up the characters with the new show, but what I think really is that the creators of this new show have Sharon, you are behind by like 3 minutes. You are behind by a few minutes, aren't you? And I need to reset these burp counters. Okay, so originally we were trying to line up the characters, and like some parts of the characters line up, like some of their powers and stuff, but what I think was what happened was they like stripped the story down to like the bare bones, and they rebuilt from the bare bones. So they like rebuilt up. Okay, so behind the scenes, this is Ariana Jackson. She's the showrunner. She's one of the 2 showrunners, and she shared on Twitter that the other showrunner, Sunil Nair, directed it. And then the co-creator of the original 4400, Scott Peters, Sunil Nair wrote it. Scott Peters directed. Patrick Fluger guest starred. Plus, like this was This was Mildred's storyline. Okay. So Autumn Best is the character that plays Mildred. Okay, so some of the characters in the show, Shanice is from like circa 2005. She's a lawyer or something. Andre is from like circa 1919 World War One era. He was a World War One medic. LaDonna is from 2015. She was a reality star. I should probably be telling them all their powers, but I won't. Claudette is from 1950s Mississippi or somewhere. She was a housewife and then a civil rights person. Hayden is from, I always forget, Mildred is from the 17s. Sharon is about 5 minutes behind in the live stream. Where was I? Yes, Mildred is from the 70s, San Francisco. Reverend Isaiah is from the 90s. He and his family had a church. Logan is from Shanice's husband, and he raised their daughter thinking Shanice had left. Ji-yoon's wedding to this guy is where we find ourselves at the beginning of this episode. Money is also a 4400. Noah, we just keep Noah on here because we still miss Noah. On the other side, Keisha was a parole officer in charge of the 4400. She's since been fired. This used to be Keisha's girlfriend, Jessica. Jessica works for Homeland Security, and she kind of like runs the overseeing of the 4400 from the big bad government. Jarrell is Manny's brother. He is a social worker who was in charge of the 4400 but who has since been fired. Soraya, we did not see Soraya in this episode. We also didn't see Jessica. Is the tech expert. Mr. Green is the big bad guy. You know what? I'm just going to stay off screen. Mr. Green is the big bad guy who oversees all the government stuff. Okay, so let's go to recap. And y'all, this is the 12th episode, and I have finally figured out a way to like just import the pictures into Google Slides. I have to pay for it, $2.50, but like I finally figured out a way to like it takes like an hour off of getting ready for this. So Sharon is so far back. Okay, Sharon, what I'm going to do, Sharon, and this is for you, okay? I am going to play the membership video right here. And so you can skip now and you should be able to catch up, okay?
Hey y'all, I got membership so you can join the crew. Woo! For those who want to support me a little more, I have 3 levels of memberships. We got Potato Chip Crew at $2.99. You get loyalty badges that show how long you've been a member. And look y'all, I got the little potatoes. And you got emojis that only members can use. And I got y'all some potato chips. And of course, I had to get a mermaid. And you also get access to member only live chats. That's lives where only members can talk. Then we have the Super Crew at $6.99. You get everything from the previous level plus member shoutouts, members only updates on the community tab, and members only live chat. For $24.99, you get everything from the previous 2 levels plus I'll follow you on social media, and you get wallpapers for your phone, and you get to choose one of my books for free. If you want to become a member, just hit up that join button and let's have some fun together. Whee!
Okay, so Sharon should catch up with us like really soon, y'all. Really soon. In the meantime, let me think. You know what? In the meantime, why don't I talk? Yes, Sharon, I can see you. I see you, Sharon. Sharon, are you there? Are you there? I was still killing time, Sharon. I was about to talk about I was going to talk about, do y'all follow me on Instagram? Because hello, check out my socials and check out my website. I do blog posts there. And I'm doing 28 days of reels. So every day in February, I will be posting a new reel. So if you like that sort of thing, check out my Instagram. Also, I was live on Twitch yesterday, and I did like peacock. Oh, I didn't post that on Instagram today. I meant to post the looks from yesterday where I did like mermaid eye look. So yay, Sharon is with us. Yay. So check that out, and let's go back to our regular scheduled programming. And I'm gonna pop back off screen and let's talk about this episode. Y'all ready? So, okay. Everything starts with I'm going to turn off the music because it's a little distracting right now. So everything starts with where the last episode ended. Oh, wait, y'all. How could y'all let me forget? I have the notes right there. We're forgetting an important thing. Before we start, let's look at the trailer.
Don't you wonder what the rest of the world is like now? These are bad people.
What the hell is happening?
We're all scared. Sometimes bad things have to happen. There's no progress without pain. This is Casey.
Okay, y'all. So, this is where we stopped. At the wedding, Mildred has just realized her powers are back. She stopped the cake from toppling over and she's like, what the hell? I have powers now. So, Mildred looks over at Hayden. And Hayden and Mildred right now, Hayden is so afraid of Mildred right now. He's like, I'm so scared. Is she gonna hurt people? Because also, don't forget, like way in the early beginning, like episode like 4 or something, Hayden saw that vision of Mildred leading armed people into the Bois Blanc. So like he is like, what is Mildred going to do? Blah diddy blah blah diddy blah. So Mildred is like so happy to be with everyone again, but everyone is like, what's she gonna do? And while this is happening, in runs Logan. I'm going to suck at the names again today. going, "Oh my God, come help!" And it's like it's Rev, he's hurt, and everybody like takes off running, and they're like rushing to see what's happening. Look at poor Ji-yoon over there, over in the corner over there. It's her wedding, and now they haven't even cut the cake. And they go in, and all they see on the floor is a spot of blood and a knife. And Logan is like, but he was right there. But like, how did Mildred outrun everybody? Like, seriously, Mildred? Everybody comes in, and Logan is like, he was right here. I saw him. There's the blood. And Jarrell is like, where's money? And that's what happened. And Keisha was like, you can't touch anything. No one can touch anything. We have to preserve the scene. And they're all like, what could possibly be going on? But I just want to take a moment to say that Keisha looked really good in like her hair and makeup for the wedding. Come through, Keisha, come through. So Mildred uses her power, and she uses her power to like put the knife in like a pouch thing, and Jarrell is like, you got your power back, and they're all like running away, and they're all like, where the heck did Rev's body go? Like, they don't even know at this point, is he alive, is he dead, where is he? Does somebody have a power that they can make a whole body disappear? Like, come on, what is going on? Guess what time it is? Oh, I remember what I wanted to say, y'all. So what I wanted to say back when I was talking about the original director, this episode very much, like, I kept watching it and I'm like, something's off. Something's not quite there. And then afterwards, when I was on Twitter, I saw this. I was like, oh yes, I knew it was directed by someone from the original series. And that's the vibes it was giving me, very much the vibes, the pacing, like the way, the same, is had the exact same of the original series. Whereas like I feel like this series at this point has like its own vibe of its own pacing, and like the the establishing shots and everything. And I felt like in this time, like, we didn't have as many establishing shots to begin with, and it was very much giving the vibe of the original series, and that was what like was a little off for me. That too, and like some like heavy topics that were touched upon that you actually kind of never really see touched upon, that like are like sensitive for me. So it was a little weird for me. Anyway, this is the establishing shot, so you know it's nighttime. You know we're in Detroit, and of course the fall forum are spraying. Yes, it's weird that it was left behind, but I immediately knew exactly what was going on, having watched the whole original series a few months before this was released. Not like on purpose, just like because I love the original series and I was vegetating and I needed something to watch, and it was all on Amazon Prime. So anyways, I knew exactly why the knife was left behind, because once the knife was left behind, it immediately made me think of the original series when they would pull. Okay, so those are like big spoilers, and we'll talk about them in the end. Yes, the old establishing shot. So here we are outside the bar, and the four forum are spraying over the poster. And of course, Claudette comes out back, and she confronts them. And she confronts everybody. Yes, Sharon, you love you some Mahershala Ali. Look. If they could get Mahershala Ali to guest star on this series? End of story. End of story. End of story. Okay, so Claudette confronts them. They're like, "You think you can take all 6 of us?" And she like tosses him the bat, like, "Bring it on." And he smashes the windows. He smashes the windows. Look. First, they need to give us a season 2, and then they need to give us Mahershala Ali in season 2. Like, please, please, God above, God below, God all around us, give us season 2 and Mahershala Ali. So after he smashes all the windows, actually, they came to deliver this for Mildred, this letter for Mildred. And we're back. See, this is what I mean, okay? This is what I mean. Between this scene and that scene, no establishing shot. None. We have grown accustomed to our establishing shots. And therefore, it was like, this is how you're gonna roll now? 12th episode? Give us our establishing shots. So there's Ji-yoon, all like, "It's my party, I can cry if I want to." And they're like, "What's going on?" And Shanice is trying to calm everybody down, and everyone is blaming Mildred. Sharon! Oh, no, wait, hold on. There we go. Sharon, you are on fire today. You are on fire. Fire, fire. How else will we know if we're in Detroit if we don't have our establishing shots? Okay, next slide. So everyone's upset. Hayden tells everybody that he had a vision of Mildred coming in with people to attack the hotel, and he's all confused and he's all upset. And we get a flashback to the commune where Mildred stays with her sister, and the sister is talking about wanting to be vegan, not wanting to kill chickens, and they're preparing food commune style. And everybody is in the kitchen making the food, and her sister talk, and like the sister really wants to leave, go into the big out world. Then they're like, the people in the world are selfish because their mom left them in the commune when Mildred was 8 years old. Their mom left them in the commune when Mildred was 8 years old. And this is the bracelet that apparently like is a rite of passage, and when you turn 18 you like graduate and you get this like bracelet. And yes, Sharon, as always, coming in clutch. Millicent is played by Raven Whitley. So come back to the present. No establishing shot, nothing, just comes back to the present. And Mildred is packing her bag, she's ready to leave, but LaDonna stops her from leaving. LaDonna is like, "You can't go, at least wait till tomorrow, they might hurt you outside and blah blah blah." So going back, they have now taken him, Logan. Y'all, do you see that I can never remember Logan? They have now taken Logan's clothes and put him in the prison, the 4400 prison clothes. They set him up in her room, and Shanice comes and talk to him, and they're talking, and Keisha says she can't leave. Shanice told Logan she hadn't called the police because she doesn't want the police to like use that as an excuse to like kick them out and violate the sanctuary, put them all in prison, etc., etc. Keisha's gone full cop. She's like, we have to preserve the scene, blah, blah, blah. And so Shanice tells her, like, Shanice is saying what's what right there. Shanice is like, no. And so Keisha Keisha finally agrees, and she says she'll have them she'll have a friend at the lab like do some tests for her. Ta da da da! We have an establishing shot. So it's the following day, you know. It's the following day in Detroit. The sun is coming up, and Claudette is boarding up the windows. And these two, LaDonna and Mildred, come, and I don't remember what they were talking about. And LaDonna looks really good, like her new wig. Ooh, popping! I am here for the new LaDonna wig, y'all. I'm here for it. And Claudette is like, oh, they wanted me to give you this. I don't know what it means. And Mildred is like, oh, my sister. The Fall Forum have my sister. But y'all, if y'all watched yesterday's episode, yesterday's video that I released, and I hope y'all got to see it because it has like copyright issues. And I like what's the word? I like refuted it, but I'm still waiting. Um and in the last video, I showed y'all the pictures from the finale, and I was like, this is Millicent. Millicent is the one leading the Fall Forum. What's going on? So it's like, if the Fall Forum have Millicent's bracelet, did Millicent do they have Millicent, or like is Millicent their leader? So I was like, please, Mildred, don't go. It's a trap. Based on the pictures I've seen of the finale, and I shared it in yesterday's video where I talked about the sneak peek for this week and Patrick John Fluger, and blah 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 blah. Anyways, yo, so Mildred is like, they have my sister. I gotta go rescue my sister. And yes, and look, Steve and LaDonna, it is over. Poor Steve. You could have been with LaDonna, Steve, but you couldn't stand up. So LaDonna, again, y'all, where is my establishing shot? LaDonna and Mildred, they go over to where the Fall Forum have like some sort of base camp, and they have taken over like a city block, and they can do that. And Mildred was like, can they do that? And LaDonna's like, the cops just give some people a pass. And I was like, oh, which kind of reminds me of the people who've like taken the truckers, the convoy for freedom truckers who've taken over excuse me, who've taken over in Ottawa in Canada, that like protest that's just like breaking my heart. And y'all, right now the news, the world, it's just too much. It's just too much. So it kind of reminded me of that, because they even like went into a state of emergency over that. Sharon, you can just block them. You don't have to time them out. You can just block them. We don't have time for no Russian bots in here. You can just block them. So there they are, and LaDonna and Mildred are gonna try and sneak in past all these people with their guns and their masks and everything. And so they try to go in, but apparently first, a flashback. So here is Caleb. Oh, I would have never remembered Caleb. Oh, what would I do without Sharon, y'all? I wouldn't have remembered Caleb. Played by Patrick John Fluger, and he's the leader of the commune. And y'all, I'm going to give y'all my whole convoluted theory on Caleb, and y'all would be like, wait, what? No. Anyways, so here's Caleb, and he's like talking about like some sort of preaching, proselytizing, I don't know. He's just all talking, and they're sitting there at a table about to eat, and Millicent is really hungry. So Millicent grabs some food, and he like basically is like goes up to her, is like blah blah blah, and he puts his hand and he's like, find your zen. Look, look, look. And he's like, find your zen, and try to like bring your pearls down and stuff, right? Because she didn't wait to eat. It's like, y'all, withholding food from hungry people is a big, 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 huge deal to me. I would talk about it more, but like I need to not, like, I've been trying really hard for the past 2 weeks to not go back to the bad place. So instead, we're going to be petty and we're going to talk about this beard, this weave beard. And I don't know if it's still up, but if you go on Patrick John Fluger's Instagram stories, you will see a video of him just being really silly for this weave and this weave of a beard that they've attached to him that just looks so sad and unkempt. And yeah. So what does he do? What does he do? He takes her food. He takes her food. He walks away and he says she can eat when everyone else is done eating. And let me tell you, I am not okay with that. Like, I'm not okay with you and your creepy, fake ass, weird beard weave that looks patchy, that looks like you had never been to the barber. No, 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 no. Just no, no. You know what? We're moving on from that topic. Andre is walking through the hallway. Look, 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 Sharon. Look. The costume designers on this show, they know what they're doing. They're really good. They know what they're doing. If we go back, let me see if I can get it for y'all. If we go back to let's just go here. Oh, I didn't. If we go back to here, see how they matched up Logan and Shanice. They matched up Logan and Shanice in like matching colors and stuff. And remember a few weeks ago when Logan and Andre had like matching shirts with like matching plaids. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So like in the beginning, they've kind of like linked in our minds Shanice and Logan, but now they have both Shanice and Dre in like cozy, comfy sweaters. Huh? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look, I don't know if I said this before, but Tom and Lorenzo have like somewhere on their blog, because it was years ago, where they talk about like Mad Men. Like if you search like Mad Men style, like they break down the styles from Mad Men, but they also talk about how like Mad Men costume designers and other costume designers, even if you look at like other movies and stuff, like that's a key thing they do. Like they put like everyone on the same side in like the same color. Like everyone will be wearing a, like, let's say like everybody will be wearing a different shade of blue, and then the outsider will be wearing like red to show like they're so different, or like yellow. Like that's a thing because it like kind of links them in your mind. And like that's what good costume designers do. Like you can see it in any show that has like just about any show or movie, like Downtown Abbey. You can just check it out and look and see like how they like dress people to like really show you who's on the outside and who's on the inside. So Andre comes to check on Shanice and Logan. Shanice has just checked on Logan, and Logan can't really remember anything, and Andre and Shanice are talking. Yes, yes, Sharon. They all have those winter hats in like about the same like cream off white color, through the same style. Look, look. When I tell you about what I think is really going on the commune, you're gonna be like, "Oh, what?" So Andre says, since Logan's the only weakness, that maybe Shanice should like go look at his memory, and she might be able to see something like that he's having trouble remembering. Shanice doesn't want to do it, but eventually she agrees, because always. So established, Claudette is reading up on her paramilitary escapades, and what's this, U.S. Special Operations Rescue Manual. Oh, this is triggering the training we had to take. Some of our training in the Coast Guard. Anyways, so Keisha comes. Okay, Sharon, thanks. The Wi-Fi dropped for like a little bit. It kind of like went low. But we were just talking about Claudette's at the bar. Keisha comes to talk to her. Keisha comes to ask her about something, and I don't remember what. And important in this conversation is the fact that Claudette tells Keisha that Jarrell money can go invisible, because Jarrell didn't tell Keisha money can go invisible. So then Keisha calls Claudette, Keisha then calls Jarrell to talk about it. It's like, money can go invisible. Oh shit, I done told a secret. Sorry, oh yeah, yeah, Keisha came to check on the vandalism. Where are we going with this? And Keisha's like, let me call Jarrell. Meanwhile, I haven't said my like 500 meanwhiles for the day. Meanwhile, these two, Mildred and LaDonna, snuck into the 4-4 camp. And okay, so see how it says embrace your power, and they said erase their power. Okay, so one of the hardest parts of being part of a marginalized group is having your lived experiences completely invalidated, to the point where it feels like people are trying to erase you out of existence. And it's happened to me like time after time. I remember a white classmate in the Coast Guard Academy asking another white classmate, how does she know these musics? Because y'all, I love me some soft rock, some rock ballads. And there were classmates of mine who didn't think it was appropriate for me to like soft rock. I do not like rap. I appreciate rap. I appreciate it as part of the culture. I appreciate it as like, especially the counterculture rap, but like I can appreciate it, but my heart is with some ballads, some real angsty ballads, some soft rock, and some white girl breakup music, like Alanis Morissette, You Oughta Know, Kelly Clarkson, Breakaway, because in a lot of, and I apologize for the white people who have problems with them being white, but in a lot of white people's mind, Black people only exist a certain way, and when you step outside of that, um they don't know what to do with you, so instead of accepting you, they would like to erase you. It's the same thing with disabled people, with LGBTQ people. They only expect you to be a certain way, like, um anyways, they just trying in their head, you don't exist, like they do. And remember last week when LaDonna said they don't see us as human, and that's why I just need this show to have a season 2, because so many people, it speaks up for our humanity. So anyway, some fool came on my channel and said, I enjoyed the original and I enjoyed the reboot well enough, but it absolutely suffers from how much they push the wokeness. And half the people in Detroit actually lesbian because the show would push one to believe that. Okay, out of a show of so many characters, we have Keisha and her girlfriend that are lesbian. We have Soraya that's pansexual, and we have Mariah, who might be whatever. She's a teenager. She does not need to put labels on herself. And this person, out of a show of at least, look, out of a show of at least 3, 6, 9, 10, and Soraya isn't on there, Mariah isn't on there. Out of the 10 main characters on this screen, one person is lesbian. So if we extrapolate that and say out of like the 40 people who are repeatedly on stage, 4 people are lesbian, that's too much? That's too much? That's half? Like, do you not know math, dude? Like, I didn't really engage with the comment. I just don't have the energy for engaging, because it's like debate bros who just want to come and like choose violence, and they're not ready for that. And I'm just like half, half, half. Like, Sharon, like, I would not refer to Soraya as lesbian. Soraya says she's pansexual. I would not refer to Mildred as lesbian either. So, this guy can go, you know what? I was about to say something very inappropriate. This is why I tend to not come live when I am not feeling well, because I just want to say bad words. Next slide, move on. So, look, Sharon, like, the point is, he said half, and it just goes to show that he would rat the only number that would be acceptable to him, the number of lesbians that would be acceptable on this show to him, is 0. It's 0. It is 0. He just does not want to see lesbians on his screen, and he does not want lesbians to exist. And if he doesn't see them on his screen, they don't exist to him. But like, dude, you're probably friends with lesbians and you don't even know. Anyways, so back in the camp, Mildred, they both call each other Millie. Millicent, Mildred, they call each other Millie, and they're so happy to see each other, and they hug. And you can see LaDonna being like, okay, let's go now. And she's like, Millie, you look so much older. And then Millicent said she got taken 2 years after Mildred was taken. But like, also, oh wait, y'all don't know that part yet. Okay, so look at LaDonna, y'all. Look at LaDonna over in the corner. She's like, why y'all making a fuss? This is why we can't bring white people anywhere. Like, how do they not know not to make a fuss? Anyway, what happens? They pull up and kidnap detain LaDonna and Mildred, put hoods over their heads, and of course she's the bad guy. Of course Karen is the bad guy. Also, what is her power? What is her power? What is her power? Look, Sharon. When Millicent said find your zen and like put her hand on like on Mildred's neck, I was like, just to like make them comfortable so they can get ambushed. Excuse me. So yes, Mildred is doing that. Meanwhile, no establishing shot. No establishing shot. Caleb. Did you see me say can Sharon? I was thinking that Millicent can brainwash. I was honestly thinking that Millicent can brainwash. Definitely. Logan and Shanice are sitting there because Logan is going to so this is going to look at Logan's memories, and Logan's not comfortable, but eventually they do it. And Shanice sees his memory. Shanice sees him walking in, finding Rev, running out to find help. And as he's outside the room, lo and behold, y'all, the green light flashed. It was the green light that took Rev. Okay, so at this point, we can spoiler. So in the original series, right? What happened, the 4400 were taken by people in the future, because in the future the earth has gotten so uninhabitable and whatever, humans are destroying the earth, that the future humans pulled the 4400 from the past, gave them powers, and send them back to save the world from destroying itself. Okay, so when sometimes the people in the future would pull people from the past, they would pull the 4400 back when the 4400 was in trouble. Also, the people from the future, so Isabel, right? So if you look to the picture on the right, on the lower right, the black young lady with the curly hair, she on the other side, the left, the blonde white lady is her mother, who came back pregnant from the future. She came back pregnant from the future, and she made Isabel, who the elites of the future did not want the 4400 to succeed, so they made the lady pregnant, and she had the baby, and the baby just like grew up super fast. So I have questions. So we know from the original series that the people from the future used to pull people 4400 back to the future to like help them heal and stuff. Okay, so that's what I thought happened to Rev when we saw that he was disappeared. I thought like the people from the past, from the future, pulled him back. But also I wondered, did the people from the future give Rev the power to take away people's powers and send him back as a way to like prevent the 4400 from being successful? Also, when money went into the future, did they wake money up and make money help them work on getting the 4400, giving them the powers? Because does money actually like remember his time in the future, whereas the other 4400 don't remember their time in their future, which is why money is going around training the 4400. Those are all like theories that I have. Okay, so we're on the green light. Here we go. So yes, so Shanice comes back to reality, and she doesn't tell Logan that about the green light or anything. She's visibly shaken. Meanwhile, meanwhile, um, Millicent is trying to get Mildred to like come and join her side and say how like she's feels safe with the four forum, and Mildred has a cult in the Bois Blanc, and like, but I saw you at dead, and she's like, is there but Mr. Green? And that made me think that Mr. Green, knowing, okay, the Wi-Fi signal is down again. Okay, this, it looks better. Okay, this makes me think that Mr. Green, knowing that Millicent was in a cult, used like those kinds of language to manipulate her, and that Millicent's power is brainwashing people, and she's like being the one, like Mr. Green and Millicent set up the four forum, and Millicent is the one like leading the four forum. That's what it made me think. So it flashed back to them and in a circle in the cult, and Millicent really wants to leave. She's like, we're going to leave, we're going to take this bus down there, and Mildred is like, no, haven't got my bracelet yet. But y'all, I at this point in time, Caleb is giving me big oh, I have my pen there so I can put timestamps. Caleb is giving me big sexual predator vibes, right? Because I'm feeling that Caleb has been abusing Millicent, and Millicent wants to leave because he's afraid Caleb is going to do the same thing to Mildred. Also, they keep saying their mother left them there. Like, I feel as though like Caleb is the type who would like seduce their mother because he was interested in the daughters, and get the daughters to come live, get him to come live on the commune, and then like um when the mother realizes how much interest is he has in the girls and not her, tries to leave, and when she tries to leave, Caleb gets rid of her, gets rid of the body, and now he has sole control over the girls. I don't care if the writers don't include that in the story. You cannot convince me that that is not what happened. Sharon, I believe it. I don't know it's true, but I believe that Caleb killed their mom. You can't convince me. Like all these like matching hat things, no. No personal space, no. No, Caleb is like controlling, and he's grooming them. You can't convince me otherwise. So meanwhile, so they've decided they're going to leave. Eventually Mildred agrees that we're going to leave too. Okay, so meanwhile, Shanice is freaked out, rightly so, because she's like, so they took us, they sent us back, and just when we're comfortable with being back, you're going to tell me that the green light can just take us whenever they want. Because, y'all, I know that the green light is pulling them into the future and the advanced medical experiments and all of those things, but they don't know that the green light is pulling them into the future. So Shanice is like, we don't know. Anything could happen anytime. Like, I want to know what happens next. And Caleb is like, Caleb. Andre says, everyone's always wanted to know what happened next, but we have each other. And Shanice is like, for now, and and then Andre calms her down, and they're all like in their little cute little cozy sweaters. That look, Shanice looks really good in this sweater. Like, it was really, it really flattered her, this sweater. And then Andre is like, what if we ask BHN to give us the equipment so we can like really test and find out like what's going on, blah blah blah, and then more things happen and they get cozy, of course, because they always get cozy. Those two are so cute. So again, no establishing shot. I was already used to my style of my transitions of like getting me mentally ready for the next scene. And um we have, what's his name? Jarrell writing. We have Jarrell writing hmm, this is interesting. We have Jarrell writing a oops. Oh my god, can I undo that? Oh, okay. Sorry, Sharon. Uh, okay. Sharon, can you type in the chat? I was trying to. Okay. I was trying to do something else. So just type in the chat. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Sharon, type. Okay, yay. Okay, Sharon, I see you. Ooh. 212. So yes, money is no money. Gerald is drawing a clock face. Oh, and we've been live for over an hour. Gerald is drawing a clock face, right? Time has no meaning. Time lost meaning a long time ago. I was rewatching. Okay, so um, tangent. I was watching Star Trek season 1, and there's this episode where like it's about like time, and this guy is figuring out how to like he's on a planet and they're figuring out how to time travel, and Data on Star Trek Next Generation is like, time is relative, time is constant to me because I'm a machine, but time is relative to humans. That's why y'all say um time flies when you're having fun, and you just reminded me of that. Anyway, Jarrell draws this clock face. Claudette comes there. Claudette tells him about money coming to her as Jorge, and like training her to fight, and Jarrell is pissed off and he storms off, and that's what I remember. Finally, an establishing shot. Finally, we have an establishing shot. And so we're back at the hotel. In the basement, Money is like watching the tunnel because he's afraid Mildred's gonna come back, and Shanice tells him like visions can be tough, especially when you don't know what they mean. Blah 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 blah, and he says he's afraid of Mildred. And y'all, this is where we learn that only 100 slides show up on the screen. This is this is where we learn that only 100 slides got imported. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I'm like, next slide, next slide. I laughing? I do not know why I am just laughing at this, y'all. I'm laughing at like having thought I really had thought that I was winning and doing my best, y'all. I am literally this is literally me. I'm literally laying down to do this. Um yeah. So y'all, please hold. Please hold. Darshan is asking about Rev. I don't, to be honest, I don't remember. I don't remember. Um, okay, let me see. We're just going to hope for the best. We're just going to hope for the best, okay? We are on slide 100. Sorry about that. We learned the limits of technology today. And we're back. Okay, y'all. So Okay. Whew, yo, this was doing really, really doing its own thing. So here we go. Okay. All right. Um, so I was talking and no one was hearing because this was doing its own thing. Okay, where were we? Here. Hayden was guarding the tunnel entrance. Um, so back in the 4 forum alleyway block, whatever, um, Millicent is still trying to convince Mildred to like be with her, to stay with her, to join her, and we flash back to her and Mildred running away from the commune at night. And we find out Mildred told creepy Caleb that they were running away, and so Millicent decides to stay, and they're staying, and so like Millicent is like, I'm always gonna look out for you, blah blah blah. And I think that's when we found out that like Millicent stayed. They stayed, and a year later Mildred went missing, and Millicent thought Mildred left without her, and then 2 years later Millicent went missing. So Millicent is doing the, find your space, etc. And Mildred is like, I'm gonna stay with you. I'm joining you. You're so right. I don't know how I didn't see it. And Millicent sees her pulse is racing and is like, you're lying. And so, back at Claudette's apartment, the people have all gathered, and Claudette is like, we have to go rescue Mildred and LaDonna, and they get a knock on the door, and on the knock on the door is Steve, and this one guy can see through the wall, so he sees that it's Steve, and like they shove Steve inside. This is the guy who can see from the through the wall. He was a soldier in the Civil War, and they shove Steve in, and Steve says that they called the tip line in about Claudette, and they made up stories about her. So um so so Claudette, so they're on their way to come and arrest Claudette and send her to a black site, and Claudette goes off, and she said some really good things, and I didn't write them down, so we're just going to ignore it right now. Oh, Claudette was like, the only way to change our story, it always ends up the same with folks like us being treated poorly. The only way to change the story is if we write it. And I thought, wow, that is just like so poignant, so true. And that must have come from the heart of the writers, just like trying to write a story about marginalized people. So this is what we get for establishing shots now, okay? This is what we get for establishing shots. We get Andre sitting in the hall of the crashed wedding, and Shanice comes in and he's like, we were so happy here yesterday. We were at our happiest. And I just think about all the times when, I've had such like a good happy time that I just know like something bad is coming. And I was just like, oh, Chandre, my heart is broken for y'all. And he's like, if BHN could just help us. And then Claudette's like, well, and it's like, what they don't want to help us. And Claudette's like, Claudette, Shanice is like, no, that's not what they want, to meet you in person outside of the hotel. And I'm afraid I don't want something to happen to you. I don't trust anyone. And Andre is like, it'll be okay, it'll be fine, I can go. So now Andre is going to go meet up with BHN outside of the hotel. And okay, so it's my down arrow that just sticks. Okay. So then we go back to the apartment, and what's their name? The big baddies are, they break the door. They've come to address. They've come to arrest Claudette, and they're like, "Ooh, what's behind this door? We won't hurt you, Claudette." And then that's when the tear gas gets them. It gets all of them. They're all tear gas to heaven. I shouldn't enjoy this moment so much. Ooh. Okay. So um back in the four forums holding area, staging area, LaDonna and Mildred have hoods over their head when in comes Civil War guy to rescue them, and they're like, "How did you get in here?" And Claudette's like, "Well, you know what? There aren't that many people here. There was someone with a sword." And LaDonna is like, "A sword? Those Civil War buffs." And Civil War guy said it was a this sword from then, and LaDonna is like, "Oh, you're a Civil War buff too?" And so um LaDonna makes eyes at him, and he makes eyes back at LaDonna, and that is when Claudette says, "Y'all will have some time for your meet adorable later." And I was just like, she means meet cute. It was just like, and earlier, Claudette did say a phrase too. Anyways, back at the hotel, Jarrell is back at the room where he like expects Money to meet him, and Keisha walks in, and Keisha's talking about whatever evidence that she has that, look, LaDonna is great, Sharon, so great. And Keisha's talking about whatever evidence that she has, and like this evidence will put the killer away when Money materializes, but he doesn't know the evidence is the book. It's not real. It's a trap. So Jarrell handcuffs Money to himself. At which point in time, we get an establishing shot because it was like commercial break, I guess. And they're like going back and forth between Money, sorry y'all, LaDonna, and Money's like, "You'll have no idea what's coming what's coming. um Rev couldn't give Mildred her power back, so I did the next best things. Elder 4400 need to have their powers for what's coming, blah blah blah." And the four forum people are gathering outside, so eventually Keisha leaves to go like warn everybody. Meanwhile, back in the alley, Claudette like has left Mildred in charge of, and everybody's armed to the T, and Mildred leads everyone in through the tunnel the same way like Hayden's vision. And 4400 really slacked off on the security this episode. Like, no one was watching the tunnel. No one was watching the tunnel. Why is no one watching the tunnel? Y'all know the 4 forum are coming for y'all. I mean, so Mildred leads everyone in. She's taking them into the hotel to defend against the 4 forum folks. And this was the arguing back and forth, and Keisha leaves to go get everybody to safety. Oh, this is what happens. So Jarrell was like, "Y'all have no idea what's coming. Go on 4 forum." And on 4 forum, they see that the 4 forum are outside the hotel. I know, right, Sharon? No one is watching. Didn't they just last episode have security at the front door, and how you had to like check in with security? But yeah, that's what Hayden saw. That's like a payoff we've been waiting all season for. Um, so they don't have the forum is outside now. So Keisha goes off to warn everybody, and Jarrell is like, you're going to have to like you I'm worried about Claudette. You just a murderer. And Money's like, look outside the window, look at what we're up against. Meanwhile, um what's her name, this dude Andre, he's outside, he's being all like covert to meet up with BHN, and y'all, these four forums are like coming towards the hotel. They're like, whoa, remind you of anybody? And this car pulls up, this dark SUV, and they open there and they're like, Andre, come here if you want to find answers. And Andre's like, what? So eventually he gets into the car and the car takes off. And I'm just like, what is going on? Because, yo, tell me about it, Sharon. But, yo, I am convinced that BHN is the company that in the future is working on the 4400. They're probably working on the 4400 from now. They probably like had a like plan for the 4400 from like 100 years ago, and so BHN is working on this. So BHN in the current time is trying to protect the 4400 because BHN is the company that created the 4400. In the future, either that or BHN wants to harvest the 4400 to make some sort of like product and make money. Okay. Look, I'm telling you, I recently watched the original one. So, and you know how I love to create conspiracy theories. So back at the hotel, Hayden wants to go back. Logan wants to take Hayden back with him to protect Hayden from the gathering storm. Mariah is at Mrs. Grover's house. Where is Logan's wife? Like, where is she? Mariah is at Mrs. Grover's house. Logan wants to take Hayden to Mrs. Grover's house so he can be safe. But what about his wife? Like, dude, what about your wife? Like, where is she? You left her in the house by herself? Like, what's going on? But here's what I'm telling you about. This is the front door. There's no security. Where the security they used to have, like, how do y'all not prepare for these people that y'all know are outside gathering to come for y'all? Come on. And why isn't Hayden having visions of those people coming? So Shanice comes and she's like, y'all sure y'all want to go? It doesn't seem safe. I just got everyone to safety. Got them to safety where? In the basement? Like where? Where is everyone? Where are they hiding? Those people are coming for y'all. Where? What? I guess we'll find out next episode. When in through the front door, a garbage can just flies through the front door, breaking everything. Hello. And at the same time, Jarrell and Manny at the top looking through the window, and Jarrell and Manny's like, you're not ready for the truth. You can't handle the truth. And okay, yes. And he's like, no, tell me what it is. And I'm like, Manny, why don't you just tell them? Because obviously you know what's going on. Because obviously you were in the future and you were awake in the future and you understand what's going on. So just tell them. And Manny is like, well, you know how I told you I'm from 2021, and also we figured out it's still 2020. No, he's like, you know how I told you I went to 2021 when they took me? That's not true. I went to 2062. I'm from the future, and a bad thing is coming. And that's when Money said that, and doom, that was the end of the episode. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to let y'all digest all of that. We're going to look at the behind the scenes, and then we're going to come back and we're going to look at the trailer for next week, and then we should be done. So behind the scenes, some cute behind the scenes. Patrick John Fluger showing off his really bad wig and beard wig on his Instagram. Oh yeah, and then we have some pictures from next week. So somehow they survived this attack, and then tell me about it, Sharon. We're gonna talk all about it. Let me just run through this slide so I can go back to a more stable everything. So somehow they survive next week. Everyone's still wearing the same clothes, but this looks like they're in the lobby, so that happens. But also, Mildred apparently is in the lobby with her troops. And also, Keisha is defending the tunnel. And also, Money is still around and loose and walking around, no longer shackled to Jarrell. And also, apparently, maybe they're getting attacked again next week. Oh, yes, we know they're getting attacked because there's Millicent leading her goons breaking in somewhere. So that's the these are pictures from next week's episode that were shared earlier this week on an article somewhere. I think I have the article linked in yesterday's video. Because I talked about those pictures in yesterday's video. I didn't get around to like doing the music for this week's episode, but I will figure it out and I will add it to the playlist that's up on my channel. If you just go over to the playlist tab, you'll see it. And yeah, okay, so that's that. Stop sharing. Okay, hold on. Nope. Hold on. Stop the camera for a bit. Okay, y'all. So, y'all, that is everything we had going on. Let's go back over here. Ooh. So that was it, y'all. That's everything for the episode. Talk about a lot, right? Oh my goodness. Yes, Sharon. What an episode. What an episode indeed. What an episode. Like, hello? Hello? What is going on? So let's see. Let's go here like so. We're already there. Okay. What an episode indeed. Yes. Okay. What's next on the thing? I have notes. Keep on track. Okay, so let's watch next week's trailer, and then we'll come back.
Will you help us change the world? Change takes time.
This is how real change happens. With a body count?
If they want to fight, we'll give them a fight.
4400 season finale next month Monday at 9, 8 Central only on the CW.
Okay, so that was a lot in a little bit of time. Let's look at that again.
Will you help us change the world? Change takes time.
This is how real change happens. With a body count?
If If they want to fight, then give them a fight.
4400 season finale next Monday at 9, 8 central, only on the CW.
Yo. Okay. But like, who is this woman? Um, where did she come from? Why does her hair look like that? Is she from the future? That's my question. That's my question. Oh, and don't we forget the question that started this all. Very true, Sharon. The question that started this all. Where is Rev? Where is Rev? Is he alive? Also, the entire season I've been thinking, is Rev good or evil? Like, we want to know, is he good or evil? Like, did the good guys send him back? Do the bad guys in the future have a plant in the current time? Look, I just feel as though season 1 will end with us having even more questions. Okay? Yes, I think the woman is from BHN. I think she knows everything that's going on. But like, okay, first of all, the 4400 didn't consent to signing up for this war. First of all. First of all, right? First of all. Second of all, why not send them back with the knowledge of what they're supposed to do instead of them just being sent back or like scared and not knowing what's going on? Because like the not knowing is making it worse. Anyways, yes, Rev could go either way. Like, I really don't know. I really, really don't know. Yeah, so I think y'all, if y'all have any other thoughts, any other questions, but we've been live for an hour and a half and I'm like really exhausted. And I don't think I have anything else to add. So I'm super excited for next week. I really interested to know like what's gonna happen next. Like wow. And also I've noticed like a lot more people on Twitter are tweeting about the show. And like today when I was watching online, it was buffering a lot. So I'm hoping a lot more people are streaming it. Hopefully people are binge watching it and we'll get season 2 because y'all, I want a season 2. I want season 2. So, like, share, subscribe, stream. If you have any friends, tell your friends to watch. Oh, you know what? I know someone who might like this show. I'm going to tell them to watch it. Tell your friends to watch the show so we get our season 2 because there is no way they can wrap up the story in season 2. And the way I see it, it's been just getting better and better and better and better as a show. And we need more things like this because apparently people think for lesbians is half of Detroit. So I have a video coming out tomorrow. It's a very heavy video, so you can skip it, but it's going to be a lot. It's a long video. It's very personal. It's very heavy, but I needed to put my side of a certain story out there, so that's tomorrow. I am thinking about something like super fun and light for Thursdays. Oh, we need season 2. I'm thinking about something super fun and light for Thursday. And y'all, I cannot believe how many people are coming out in support of Joe Rogan. And to tell you the truth, it's disheartening. So I'm thinking of coming live on Friday and just doing like a short live with just like our fun videos and just like have a good time decompressing. So I think that's what I'm going to do because I just don't have it in me to keep pointing out the things because like people don't even care. And I need to keep my spirits up. So I'm looking at a short fun live What links, Sharon? What links aren't working? Oh, you know what, Sharon? Because I accidentally blocked you, it might have taken out your wrench. So let me see if I can do it on my phone, but I'll go and put it in. Wait, hold on. I can do it. I can do it from my phone. I remember how. Let me give you back your wrench. No problem. Ta-da! You should have your wrench now, Sharon. Um like I don't know what was going on. I have to look it up. Because it's Black History Month, a lot of online troll take that opportunity of Black History Month to enact some Black history of white people trolling, hate raids, terrorizing in general. On my stream yesterday on Twitch, I got told to go back to Africa and got called monkey. It's not the first time, but a lot of stuff was coming through, and I think there's some glitch in StreamYard that messages YouTube filters out still show up on my screen. So I'm not sure exactly what was happening, but yeah, it's gonna be tough in February. So we are going to just chill on Friday live, and then I might come, I might do a live, like a nighttime live tomorrow night, or Thursday night, because I have that dating game to play. I need to try and finish it. I've been playing another game in the same app to try and get more jewels for the dating game, but I want to do the dating game if I'm not too tired. So yeah, so that's it for now. The live stream on Friday will be 2 p.m. my time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So it'll be a lunchtime stream or a breakfast stream for you, Sharon. Um and that'll be it, y'all. And then I'll be taking my weekend off as usual. Oh, it's February. Brown Girl Bella and I have to like decide on our stream. Every once a month, I hop on Brown Girl Bella's channel and we do a makeup stream. Let me message her and find out what day she wants to do um our joint live stream for February. Okay, everybody, that is it for now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me throughout all my technical difficulties. If you're watching the replay and you've made it this far, thank you. All links for things are in the description box. I might get around to doing timestamps. I haven't been going back and doing timestamps on this video because I just haven't had the energy. But that's it for now, everybody. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Check me out on my other socials and things. And I hopefully will see you very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, everybody.